All right, off to the gym we go. I would say today might be a little bit better of a day. I am not, I don't know, I'm probably not 1,000% yet, but I'm at least 99.999%. The tummy pain, whoa, golly. Sorry. All right, the tummy pain has resided mostly, and I'm feeling pretty decent. Today is going to be chest, back day. Then we'll roll into arm day again. And yeah, we will just start fresh from there. I thought about doing legs today, but I don't know. I probably think I'm just going to skip it. Which sucks. I do not like skipping legs. I know a lot of folks are like, oh, you know, legs aren't that important. They don't mind skipping them. It's not fun for them and this, that, and other, but I just don't get down with that groove, honestly. I feel like, you know, if you neglect your legs, especially as a bodybuilder now, maybe if you're training for something specific and you need to neglect your legs, it makes sense, but in the 99.99% of instances, I do not understand why anybody would want to skip their legs. Honestly. Because if you're working out for just health reasons, right? Well, the size of your hamstrings and quads, or the size of your thighs, is directly correlated to lifespan. So the bigger your thighs, the longer you live. So that's one reason. So if you're working out for health and longevity, you know, that's pretty damn important to build that muscle. Also, if you're working out, let's say, to lose weight, your legs are super important because they're the largest muscle in your body. The bigger you can get them to grow, the better for your metabolism. Larger muscles burn more calories. Being your legs are the largest muscle in your body, you want those as big as possible to burn as many calories as possible. Also, leg day's fucking difficult. So when you do arm day, or when I do arm day, I'll look at my watch and it'll tell me how many calories I've burned. And yeah, the people that say, oh, you know, you can't rely on your fitness trackers and this, that, and other for calories burned. I saw some folks did some studies on this, and it turned out these things were pretty damn accurate, within like 20% range of what you're actually burning. That's not too damn bad. So if I look at my fitness tracker, my Apple Watch is what I use, and it tells me, oh, you burned, I'd say 700 calories on arm day. Usually chest, back day, it'll be in the 800 calorie range. But on leg day, it's always like you burned 1,100 calories or so. So that all makes total sense. Your back and your chest are large muscles. So of course you're going to burn more calories working those out than your arms, not very big. Your legs are your largest muscle, so of course you're going to burn more calories when you do legs than anything else. So if you're looking to lose weight, well, you need to do leg day to support that goal. It's very important. And then On top of that, if you're looking for aesthetics, to have a big upper body and a underdeveloped lower body, it just looks fucking weird. It looks weird, honestly. So don't skip leg day. Don't be the dude that looks weird in the gym. I guess, I mean, you can make the argument, oh, well, you wear pants all the time or shorts down to your knees. And you don't need them developed that much. More important, just do some calf work, stuff like that. I guess. I don't groove with it. I don't understand it. But I guess if that's your thing, I would not recommend it. I would not suggest it. I suggest getting your ass in there on leg day and getting your leg days out of the way. All that being said, we're skipping leg day this week because we've been hitting our legs hard and they're pretty decently developed according to the rest of my body. And I would rather focus on chest, back than legs if I have to miss a day. And I have to miss a day. So, focusing on chest and back. And that's the moral of the story there. That's my reasoning there. So, anyway, that's what we're going to do today. Pre-workout today was 80 grams of Rice Krispies, like always. The banana. The 53 grams of honey. Almond milk. And I did mix a scoop of whey protein into the almond milk this time. Just because I was, 70 grams of protein away. A little bit further away than I wanted to be. Headed up to the gym. So I hit that and then I go home I'll have my post-workout meal and my shake post-workout, and that will fulfill my protein needs for the day. So that is probably one of the best ways to utilize whey protein and shakes and things like that too. Is I like to have one shake for sure every single day after the gym. If it's a rest day, I may or may not have a shake. Just depends. If I need to get some protein in, it's a convenient way to do it on a rest day, then I'll get some in. There's a reason why I like to have one shake for sure every single day after the gym. Two reasons. One, I put my creatine in that and I drink it with my creatine. Two, there's been studies show that having a whey protein drink post-workout induces more muscle growth than not having a protein shake post-workout, a whey protein shake post-workout. And you can debate the facts on anabolic window and this, that, and other all you want. I'd say you got 4 hours to get it in, and you'll hit the anabolic window anytime within that 4-hour period. So it gives you plenty of time to get it in after your workout. But it has been shown that it is a little bit more optimal as far as uptake goes to have the whey protein after your workout. And we know also that it's quite a bit more optimal. I was reading the research today that did a meta-analysis on creatine. And it was saying that post-workout creatine consumption is going to multiply the effects of the creatine by like 50%, which is more than I already had thought that it was helping. So I really feel validated getting my creatine consumption in post-workout like I've been doing. And we also know that we need to get about 50 grams of carbohydrates when we get that creatine consumption in. So the whey protein after the workout, just to get the protein in. The creatine after the workout, that's optimal. And then the 50 grams of carbs, any kind of carbs you want, 50 grams of them post-workout is going to help the uptake of that creatine. And that's going to be pretty optimal as far as what your post-workout supplementation should look like. All right, also, pre-workout today was the Total Beets beet extract and a teaspoon of salt. So the Total Beets is going to increase vasodilation, make our veins bigger, and it also relaxes the veins in your body so that you can pump more blood through. That is a direct cause of nitric oxide. So if you want a great pre-workout for the pump specifically, and you don't want caffeine, Total Beets beetroot extract, you can pick it up at Walmart. Have a scoop of that 2 hours before your workout. That's the only trick to it, is you got to take it 2 hours before your workout. And the other thing is, on top of the Total Beets, if you want to get the optimal workout stack pre-workout, right, get yourself an energy drink, like a Ghost energy drink, something like that, that has the amount of caffeine that you want, that you find effective. For me, it's 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's what I find effective for my body. And it's about what research shows is effective for your body. So I do 200 milligrams of caffeine because I'm a little over 200 pounds. And that works really well for me. So to get that, I drink a Ghost energy drink. It has some more things in it that are in, pre-workout drinks and may be helpful. So why not? It's definitely, those things aren't going to hurt. But for the most part, the things in pre-workout, the beta-alanine and so on and so forth, there's things in there that's really not going to do much, or they're going to try to do the same things that the beet extract's going to do and provide you nitric oxide to open up the blood flow in your body a little bit more so that you get a better pump, and it's going to jam you full of caffeine so that you have a little bit better workout focus and all that. So anyway, that's what we did. That's what today looks like. And I know that's repetitive. I'm always telling you that, and it's pretty much the same every single day, but that is one of the things that you can do to help keep yourself on track and to make sure you're making the gains. When you find what works for you, stick to it. And I tried several different pre-workouts, several different things. This is one of the first things that I had put in my routine, and I find it works better than all the other pre-workouts that I've purchased, pre-made. Although those are convenient, and you throw a scoop in and you have it 30-40 minutes before your workout and you're good to go. Not as much thought goes into it. So if you're the type of person that needs it quick, fast, and without much thought, the beet extract might not be good for you, right? But if you're the type of person that you want a good pump, you don't necessarily want caffeine, well, beetroot extract is probably something that you might want to think about looking into. Or if you're like me and you want the caffeine and you want the pump, get the beetroot extract, get the salt, slam the caffeine, and you'll be good to go. All right, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get my workout on. So next time you talk, we will be doing some bench press. damn it. Oh, thank you, brother.
Yep, I got you.
Oh. Ooh. All right, we got 7. We got 7 the last time. I thought I could get 8, but it wasn't happening, was it? So we're gonna drop it a little bit and get after it. All right, let's see what this pump check looks like. Feels pretty good. My lats are pretty much non-existent. Ooh, bulk is starting to lose a little detail, aren't we? All right, is what it is. All right, so let's see. Look, 819 calories. So that's what I was talking about. Oh, all right, we're gonna get abs done and then get cardio done and get the fuck out of here.
in the streets, you ain't serious. Nigga go out to the store like it's period. 100 pounds, you be selling like period. Must be ignorant, you got a better chance of when you eat your blue pyramids. They consider dog shit as it's a life beat. I got a million hundreds on me, I don't like it. I was a million car, you can find with it. I would say it's that'll be dry cleaning. I'm thinking shit I drop a piece of the nigga chain, if it's real, nigga, I swear to God, with big jury, bro, your ice man. You said you got that shit from Gary, you a light teller. I can really get some more. You got a run for 30 days, that shit ain't allowed. You know it's part of you that's greener than some fake grass. You drop that all the time, but it ain't grass, it ain't glass. Drop a piece of business bread, break it down. You really lick the rest, you better scope it out. And ask a random with your hand, she gon' blow me down. Good, ain't no hoes around.
Oh shit. All right, we did it. Good workout. Cardio was great. I mean, I'm freaking soaked. Not that sweat is an indicator. I mean, it's got to be a tiny bit of an indicator. Shows that you worked hard during cardio, because I've had cardio sessions where it was not that fucking intense and there was not that much sweat. And the more intense it is, the more sweat you got. And I'm going to also say that the more intense it is and the more cool your gym is, the more sweat you will have, versus if you got a hot gym, it might not be intense at all and you might sweat your ass off. So just some things to take away there. Really good workout though. I'm gonna have to say that was a 9 out of 10. I really thought it was a good pump, chest pump, back pump. The one thing I would say that I am a little disappointed in was hitting the 7 on the bench press, although we hit 6 and got failure last time, so we went to 7, which is better than 6. But really wanted to hit that 8, because 7, we've hit 7 2 times now, and I really am ready to hit the 8th rep on that bench press. And you know, it's just going to take time. We'll get there when we get there. We can't rush it. I'm going to tell you why I don't feel like we hit 8. I could be right, I could be off a little bit on this, but I really believe that the main reason we didn't hit 8 tonight is simply because we did triceps yesterday, and as you know, triceps are a major factor in bench press, especially flat bench. And the way that we went down and we got about halfway up, maybe a quarter of the way up, I don't know, I have to go back and watch the video, but it felt like about halfway, quarter way up, and we just couldn't push it through quite at the end. I really feel like it was because our triceps were fatigued. And thank goodness we had somebody come over and help us out. I know I keep saying, oh, I'm not going to put the collar on. That way I can just flop the weights off to the side. And I really need to start not putting the collar on whenever I don't have a spotter, because that is the best method to be safe when you don't have a spotter, is going without a collar. But I don't know, I just get a little OCD. I just feel like they're gonna jiggle down a little bit and make it off balance to some degree, and so that's why I generally put the collar on. But again, I need to just take the damn thing off, because I used to whenever it was below 185, and I can do this with 185. I've done it before. You've seen me do it on different videos. I can take it and I can like scoot it down, you know, get it to my lap, stand up, then put it on the rack. But as we get heavier and heavier, we're not going to be able to do that. Definitely once we hit 225, we're not going to be able to scoot it down like that, because it's extremely hard with 185 now. And being I've done it, I'm like, okay, I'll collar up and blah blah blah. But no, I just need to take the collars off for sure. And then we got the incline Smith machine press. That was really good. I really love that machine. I really love that press. I need to do that more often, honestly. I need to make that a staple in the routine, because every time I do it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. That's the movement right there. As far as everything goes, our shoulders, front delts are just a little bit sore tonight. Good pump in our chest. Not really. I don't really feel super sore yet, but a lot of times I don't notice it until about an hour after working out. And back feels pretty good. So we will see what happens as far as fatigue goes. Tomorrow we're going to do arms, get back into our normal routine, and you know, just get right back into where we normally are. So I am excited about that. What was I wanting? There was something I keep thinking I want to talk about, and I keep damn forgetting. And I thought about it during cardio. I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna talk about this. And I cannot remember for the life of me what it is. I'm sorry, guys. Whenever I think of it, I will let you know. I keep thinking, oh, maybe it's going to pop in my head here, but it's just not. Anyway, we're going to go home and we're going to have a protein shake with creatine. We're going to have Momofuku noodles to give us our carbohydrates we need. And then we'll just hydrate up, and we will get us a good night's rest after that. And just keep in mind that, you know, intensity is going to beat all else. I know that I say this quite a bit, but I really believe it's true. When it comes to form, when it comes to everything, your intensity is really what's going to determine your progress and growth. So just be intense about every movement you do, everything you do. You know, push it as hard as you can. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Cardio. All right, so I keep seeing all these guys online talk about, oh, don't worry about cardio. You know, it doesn't help with weight loss, blah, 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 blah. You burn more calories just sitting on your couch, eating fucking ice cream. They got all this shit they'll say, like, you burn more calories sleeping, you burn more calories doing nothing than you do doing cardio. Don't even worry about cardio. Let me just say, that's fucking bullshit. All right, because if you do sleep, if you do sit around on your couch and you do wake up and do some fucking cardio, that's going to multiply on top of all the other calories you burn. Now, throughout the day, will you burn more calories doing cardio than you will just being alive? No, you're not. But you're also not going to burn more calories in a weightlifting session than you will just being alive. Really, any kind of exercise, just being alive. But that's not the fucking point, is it? Because being alive for that period of time, you're doing cardio, you're going to burn more calories for that period of time than you would if you wasn't doing cardio. That's just a fact. So, let's say you burn 300 calories of cardio. If you do 3 speed, 15 incline, you're easily going to burn 300-400 calories in 30 minutes. So let's just say you burn 300 calories in 30 minutes for your cardio. And let's say one of your meals is 400 calories, right? You've just burned off most of that meal that you ate. It offsets it. It just does. Now let's say you were going to burn 100 calories by doing nothing, and you only burn 200 calories doing the cardio extra, right? For that 30 minutes, which I would probably venture to say you wasn't going to burn 100 fucking calories just being alive, sitting on your couch watching TV in 30 minutes. But let's say you do, and you only burn 200 calories extra with the cardio. That's still half of a 400 calorie meal, right? And that adds up over time. It adds up over time. So, to all the folks saying, oh, cardio does nothing to burn extra calories, exercise does nothing to burn extra calories, that's bullshit. Because if it was true, TDE calculators wouldn't calculate in your calories burned through exercise into the equation. They just wouldn't. So, all I'm saying here is cardio can definitely help you cut, maintain, or not get too fat during a bulk. That's all I'm saying. Don't shy away from it because you're not going to burn calories, or you burn more calories sitting on the couch watching TV. So on and so, all the bullshit you hear, right? I just couldn't agree more. Oh, I'm sorry, couldn't agree less with those statements when folks make them. Cardio burns extra calories. Exercise burns extra calories than you would burn if you were not doing it. Period. It's just how it is. And it's good for you. Alright, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to have my shake. I'm going to have my noodles. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to grow. I'm going to do it all again tomorrow. Make sure you dominate every single thing you do inside and outside the gym. I'll see y'all tomorrow.